Are we recording? Stay still. This is shaking. We're recording. Oh my gosh. Looks so good. I'm so excited. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to be back and filming for you guys today. I know I haven't been super terrible at uploading or anything, but all the videos that you guys have been seeing from me were pre-recorded, pre-edited, and pre-uploaded for you guys before I moved back to school, maybe about 3 to 4 weeks ago, probably around a month now. But I'm just so excited to be here and actually filming and getting new content out for you guys. If you guys do notice the change, yes, I am in my dorm. I am back in the city and I'm all moved in. I'm settled in, and this is the background that you guys are going to be seeing in my videos for the next couple of months. I'm pretty sure this is kind of like my favorite one out of all of the ones that I have been testing out. Regarding the lighting and like the whole actual filming equipment, I did just get a ring light. I'm so excited to finally have a ring light. I can't believe I've been on YouTube for almost 2 years and I've just been kind of going with natural lighting, and to be honest, the natural lighting has been a super frustrating process. Also, I literally live right outside of a giant construction zone, so if you do hear trucks backing up, car honking, banging, or whatever in this video, I apologize, but this is kind of like some only time that I have to myself throughout the week, and I really wanted to film a video for you guys. I do have 2 windows here, so I think that this side of my face is a little bit brighter. My ring light is on the dimmest setting right now. I'm gonna try to play around with it, but I think that this is the best that I'm going to be able to see what I mean. I definitely have to see how it kind of translates onto my laptop when I'm actually editing the video. But I am done rambling on. I know that was a super long intro. I am just super excited to be back here and talking to you guys. Today's video is going to be a Fenty Beauty review, and I know that that is probably like all that you guys are seeing on your subscription boxes right now. I know YouTube is so super saturated, and I honestly wasn't planning on getting any of the products, but like once I just kept seeing videos, I was just like, all right, I need to see what this hype is about. I just need to test these products out for myself. So I'm going to be testing these products out for the first time in this video. I didn't get the whole line. I got mainly just like base products. I will show you guys though everything that I got in this video and the shades and stuff like that. This is going to be like a first impression. The only thing that I did do was swatch the foundation just to see if the color was a match. I think it's going to be a little bit off, but we will see. I didn't watch anyone else's review or video on Fenty Beauty. The only times that I clicked on a video was YouTubers that I know that have similar skin tone as me. I literally clicked on the video, went to their description box and saw what shade they were and clicked out of the video. So I don't really know how these products are going to perform. Of course, on social media there is so much hype, but I'm really excited to test them out for myself. So here is my Sephora box. I recently received this. I think I received this on the 15th. What's today? And today is the 18th. So this has been sitting in the box for a couple days. I did go ahead and take all of the noisy paper and stuff out, and like I said, I did swatch the foundation, but I didn't really touch anything else. So we're going to be opening everything and doing a first impression. I'm going to be applying the face products that I got on my face, and then I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing a wear test yet. I haven't really decided that, but if I do, it will be in the title of this video and you guys will be seeing that later. If I don't do a video wear test, I will have in the description box how all of the products performed. I'm in such a good mood filming today, and I honestly want to say like it's because of my ring light. I feel like I don't have to fight with natural lighting or anything like that, and I'm just so happy with it. The first thing that I pulled out of the box right here, this is the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna, and this is the Pro Filt'r Instant Retouch Primer, and it is the Soft Matte. I really am a primer junkie, but I don't try that many primers out, and I don't have any high-end primer. Well, I lied. I do have the Smashbox Photo Finish one, but I just wanted to try something a little different, something not such a silicone-y texture. Sometimes I just want to switch it up a little bit, and I figured I would pick this up to use in combination with the foundation. So like I said, this is Rihanna's Soft Matte Pro Filt'r Instant Retouch Primer. I love the packaging on all the products in this line. I think it's something that Rihanna really thought about. I think it's really sleek, but I also think she took a step away from traditional in a sense, if you guys know what I mean. It just feels so high-end and heavy. So of course this has a pump, which I can always appreciate, and I don't know if this is scented. We're gonna test that out when I actually apply this to the face. The next thing that I'm pulling out of the box is the Pro Filt'r Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. This I have already opened and swatched already just because I really wanted to see how the shade was gonna be. From online comparisons and stuff, I ended up going with the shade 150, which I think is going to be a little bit too light for me. I am looking a little bit pale with the ring light. I think it's just because it's so bright and close to me. As you can see, my arms do look a little bit darker, as well as my neck, but we're gonna see if we can make it work. The color isn't the most important thing in this video. I really just want to test test out the formula. Again, it has that same gorgeous heavy frosted bottle with the pump cap, except this one's white, and I think the pump on the primer component the primer component is more of a blush. I don't know if you guys can see right there. But when it comes to the foundation and the shades, you guys know, just huge shout out for Rihanna for just thinking of absolutely everyone when she released these lines. 40 shades in a foundation is absolutely revolutionary, and there's just no doubting that. I've literally seen shades at the drugstore that consider like me at my tannest like their darkest shade, and I know I'm nowhere near the darkest shade. Just a huge kudos to Rihanna for doing that. And not only did she think of fair, light, medium, dark, and deep, but she thought of fair, neutral, deep with red undertones, medium with yellow undertones, dark with olive undertones, whatever. Literally any undertone and color that you could think Rihanna probably has in her line, and I'm sure that she's gonna continue to expand it. Just 40 shades on the initial launch to me is so mind-blowing. I've known brands that have been on the market for years and they still don't even have 40 shades, so just that was amazing. If you have trouble finding your foundation shade in any brand, just go to Fenty Beauty because I'm sure that they have what you're looking for. It says shake well, and from shaking it, it sounds pretty liquidy. So I'm excited to see what the consistency is like. I think from my hand swatch, I remember that it was liquidy, but we're definitely gonna test that out today. I don't know why I keep saying that, like duh, I'm gonna test out everything. So basically from what you're gonna see from me today is that I got a lot of products to do a full base. I didn't get any contour, bronzer, highlighter, or anything like that, just because I feel like I have so many of those in my collection. If I do end up falling in love with a lot of these products, I am going to be extending and expanding my Fenty Beauty collection. But for now, I really wanted to try the face products because I feel like those to me are the toughest to get to work, and I just wanted to see what all the hype was about. So next I got the Matchstick in Ivory. This is the Conceal Correct Contour Longwear Light as Air Layering matte stick. So I think that these are magnetizing and they come together. I got the shade Ivory, which looking at it looks a little bit yellow. Such cute baby pink blush packaging, and this does have a lot of weight to it, which I love in my makeup products. And again, I got the shade Ivory. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this next product I'm not really that excited about. Well, I am, but like my bank account hurts because I literally just spent $34 on a brush. I think it's awesome that she released her brush, like especially one that people say works so well with the actual foundation. But like the fact that I paid as much for a brush as I did for all of this foundation, just literally, I don't know. I honestly was having so much trouble deciding whether I actually wanted to get the brush, but I was just reading that the foundation and the brush are a match made in heaven. So we're just gonna go ahead and try it out. I'm doing this for you guys. So the brush is described as full, firm, air-touched, full coverage. So we're just gonna go ahead and open it and feel it. Everything is in such an awesome packaging though. The brush is the only thing in plastic, which I don't know if that tells me that it can't be returned once the plastic is broken or what, but we're gonna see. It's a little bit smaller than I thought it would be. So there's this little slip for the brush, I guess you can say, to kind of cover it and keep its shape when you're not using it. I always appreciate little details like that. It kind of makes me feel like I actually like got my money's worth. First impression, the brush is gorgeous. Again, that beautiful blushy baby pink that we all love, the chrome silver detail. This feels amazingly soft, and I'm really excited to see how this blends out the foundation. I got a little mini sample of the Pro Filter foundation in 150. If you are purchasing, I'm not sure if it's just $25 worth of Fenty Beauty or $25 worth of anything on Sephora. I'm not sure if the promo is still going on by the time I upload this, but if you type in code Fenty Face in all capital, you get this little deluxe sample of the Fenty foundation in the shade 150. I think they have like 150, 220, 310. I kind of think one in every range. And so I just got that as well. And lastly, of course, I think I was probably the most excited for this. This is the Invisimatte Blotting Powder by Fenty Beauty, of course. And this packaging is gorgeous. The one thing that I don't love about this packaging is that it doesn't feel as heavy as the other products, but I just think that it is so unique. Oh my God, see these white products? I'm still playing around with the ring light. These white products don't show up as well Maybe I have to go all the way back here. So it has this really cool kind of like open design here. I think that's because when you get the little travel brush that comes with it, it magnetizes right in there. And then when you open it, here is what the inside looks like. It's just like a normal compact, and the powder is white as well. And it comes with a little Fenty Beauty puff. So my box is now empty. That is everything that I got from Fenty Beauty from Sephora. And now we are going to go on to the actual review to see how all the products perform. All right, so I just zoomed you guys in a little bit and lowered the ISO in my camera so you guys can actually see more of my skin tone and then more of actually the products being applied to my face. So the only thing that I have on my face right now are my eyes and my brows. My face is totally clean. I did wash my face, and then I went ahead and sprayed some primer water about an hour ago, but that is all soaked in. That is just something I always do in my little morning routine and my makeup routine, so I didn't want to skip that because I'm gonna always be using it regardless. Okay, so I have my little mirror right here, and we're gonna get started into the actual first impression and application. The first thing I'm gonna be going in with is the primer, so I'm just gonna be squirting some of this on my hand, maybe like 1.5 pumps. So from first impression, it's definitely more of a like one of those white moisturizing consistency primer. So there you go, you guys can see it's not necessarily runny or anything. It looks like it's gonna be a nice moisturizing consistency, which I don't know how that's gonna be mattifying, because to me all the mattifying primers that I have tried out have been more silicone-y or a little bit more thick. I'm just gonna kind of warm that up between my fingers and apply that like I normally would primer. This smells really familiar. Oh, by the way, this is Gary. He decided to join us a couple days ago, and I can't get rid of him yet, so we're gonna see if Fenty can cover him up. This feels really nice. This feels very moisturizing, and it has a little bit of a tacky feel to it, so I can see how the foundation is really going to grab onto that. Let's see. Let me look in the mirror here. I think I need a little bit more on my nose as far. I'm not getting a huge blurring effect yet when I look in the mirror, but then again, it might just be maybe something that we're gonna notice once we actually put some foundation on. But it feels really moisturizing. It kind of smells like the slightest bit vanilla-y, but nothing overwhelming. It actually smells really nice and really kind of calming in a way. Ooh, my fingers feel so soft. Like where I applied the primer, they feel really soft. My skin doesn't look bad. The primer didn't ball up, and it's pretty much all dry, but I do feel like my skin feels nice and smooth, and it has just like a slight tackiness to it. So now definitely what I know a lot of you are most excited for, as well as I know I'm most excited for, is the foundation. So I hope that this works out. I hope that the lighting is okay. I'm gonna squirt this on the back of my hand. Okay, it is a little bit of a runny consistency. I'm gonna start with 2 pumps. As you can see there, it's starting to run down my hand. The color honestly doesn't look that bad, but I felt like when it did dry down, like I mentioned previously, it did get a little bit cool tone. So should I dot this on my I'm gonna dot it on my face first and then spread it out. So we're gonna start off with this cheek again. Let's see if that could cover that up. I don't know how much to put. I don't want to put too much. Now I'm going to use the brush and start blending this out. Whoa. My pimple just like disappeared. I don't really know how you're supposed to use this brush. I always use like a flat top brush to kind of blend everything out, but let's play around a little bit. Oh my god, wow, yeah, this is dry. I need to work in smaller sections. So definitely first impression, the foundation dries super fast, and I feel like you need to work in even smaller sections than I did. Wow, I do feel like it looks really nice though. It looks oddly super natural, but super full coverage. Like, I don't know if you guys can see the comparison. I just look a little bit more even here. My pimple is like pretty much all covered. Maybe we'll just put a little bit more there. Wow, but everything looks super nice and even. And so far, the color isn't terrible on my face. Let's do the lip test. Yeah, this is definitely a pretty full coverage foundation. I like to do that on my lips just to see if it can really like make my lips look like they disappear, and it definitely does. Let's see now. A test for me is if the foundation sticks to my nose. If it doesn't, it's definitely not the end of the world for me, just because a lot of foundations don't tend to stick to my nose, but I would be super impressed if this one did. I definitely would have to test out this foundation with another applicator just to see if this brush is like seriously worth the hype, but it's just not something that I necessarily always use, so I think it's just gonna be like getting used to. Maybe I should have read how to actually use this before I started, but it is a little bit light compared to like my arms and my neck, especially with the ring light in front of me, but we're gonna make it work. And most of the foundation that I did have on my hand pretty much dried up, so I definitely just recommend pumping what you need in little sections at a time. And I'm just gonna try to take this down the neck a little bit to make everything match. Here's the foundation all blended out. Definitely I'm looking a little bit light, but what I'm going to try to do is shut off my ring light for a second, and then I'm going to take a picture with my iPhone just with natural light, because I do feel like the ring light can make me look a little bit lighter than I am, just to see if without the ring light a little bit more of the true color comes through. So let me just shut this off for a sec. Wow. Okay, let's see. I have to say that I feel like the ring light is making the foundation reflect a little bit lighter. I feel like it looks a little bit better on camera in the natural light, but again, I'm gonna wait to see. I feel like it's already darkening up a little bit. I do feel like I could benefit from going down a shade, so I probably will go ahead and exchange it for maybe 190 or something at some point, but the shade isn't what's important in this video. I really think that this looks amazing on the skin. It is definitely more of a matte formula. It is completely dried down. There's absolutely no transfer on my hands whatsoever, but the thing that is blowing my mind is that it's coveraged. Like, it's there, it's coveraged. You guys remember how dark this was. I have a lot of redness and problems on my cheeks, and like little things here and there are peeking through, but in such a full coverage natural way. I don't know if that's making sense. It's giving me the coverage, it's evening out my skin, it's hiding a lot of my imperfections without looking like I have a pound of makeup on my face, and to me that's really something that I struggle with finding. I just feel like it looks so natural, and I feel like it's my skin but better. As far as how it actually feels, it feels weightless. I don't feel like I'm wearing anything on my face at all at this point. It does have a little bit of the same scent as the primer. I just spit on my camera, oh my god. So like I previously mentioned, I got the matchstick in the shade Ivory. I'm a little nervous. I think that this is going to be a little bit darker. Let's do a swatch. I think it's going to be a little darker than the foundation. Okay, no, it's actually not horrible. So I don't know, I don't always love like these creamy concealer sticks under my eye, but we're gonna give it a shot, and I'm also gonna put some on my little friend here and any little spots that I think need a little more coverage, and I think I'm just gonna go and pat this in with my finger. Pretty easy to blend, and I think it did a pretty decent job at adding a little bit extra coverage there, but now I'm really interested in seeing how this is going to perform underneath my eyes. I didn't end up getting the concealer brush, so I'm going to be using one of my own brushes, and then if that doesn't work, I'm going to switch to a beauty blender. Application is super easy for being a stick. It's not pulling or tugging or anything like that at all. I actually am really liking the color, and I'm going to blend that out with the Morphe G2. Whoa, this is being really effortless so far. Alright, so I have it all underneath my eyes right now, and I don't know how well you guys can see, but I don't feel like it's giving me a lot of the coverage that I really love underneath my eyes. I do love it on top of these spots that I covered. I did take it on the forehead like you guys saw, as well as the chin area to brighten. I do think that this is a good product. I'm not knocking the product, because I do think that this is awesome for brightening. I think that this is going to be amazing if you're using this for highlighting and contouring purposes. purposes, which I think Rihanna did kind of release it in a way more for that purpose. It does work as an under eye concealer, but it's just not as full coverage as I would like it to be. It was definitely sheer, and I did go ahead and do 2 layers, and I just felt it got a little cakey once I went on to that second layer. So just personally for me, this isn't my favorite for underneath the eye. I definitely would prefer something a lot more coverage, like my Tarte Shape Tape under my eye. I do think that these work. I do think that this is working really well to brighten the area, like I said, but it is just really dark still in this area, just personally for me, someone who likes a lot more of an intense under eye.
What up?
Like I said, I think that these are going to be like an awesome contour and highlighting duo. Like, she sells the little matchstick in the set, and I'm definitely going to look into getting one for cream contouring, because literally just the formula on this, how it blended out, it was so amazing. I was mind blown. I would definitely love this as a cream contour stick. So those are my thoughts on the matchstick, and now we're going to get into the last and final product that I purchased. This is the Invisimatte blotting powder, but today I'm going to be using it to actually try to set my face. I just figured, why not? It's like a universal powder. I figured it could be used as a setting powder as well. So it comes with a little puff, but I'm not going to be using that today just because I prefer a brush. I'm going to go in with a clean Real Techniques setting brush and hit underneath my eyes first. And I see the matchstick is a little bit creasy underneath my eye, so I'm just going to kind of with my finger press those creases in and then go in and set. Okay. Wow, definitely a really nice and soft powder. Not getting a lot of kick up or anything in the pan, and it seriously is 100% translucent. I don't know if you guys can see, I'm getting a little bit of a cakey buildup right here where I put some of that matchstick. So I think next time I'm just gonna avoid the matchstick under my eyes, like I was saying. Ooh. That really smoothed out my forehead right there. Wow. I definitely see how smooth my forehead looks where I put that powder. Let me try a little bit down the nose. Definitely takes away the shine. You guys saw my nose was shiny, and that really took that away. I think that if you have normal to dry skin, you won't need to set this. But I'm just going to go in with a light dusting of the translucent powder just to make sure everything stays on all day. And I do tend to have habits to like kind of touch my face and stuff, so I want everything to be nice and protected and set. So those are all the Fenty Beauty products that I purchased to try out for you guys today. Definitely let me know if you guys want to see the other products put into action. These are just the ones that I was most excited to try, and I didn't want to break my bank too much, so I really just wanted to get what I was super excited about in the launch. What I'm going to do right now is hop off camera and finish up the rest of my face just to see how everything applies on top, and even like when my face is all nice and done, if everything still looks super nice. And then I will be back to kind of walk you guys through all the products again and tell you my final thoughts. Okay, you guys, so I am back. I just went off camera and finished up the rest of my face. If you have made it this far to the end of this video, just thank you so much for sticking around, because I know that this video was definitely a long one. So now we're just going to be wrapping up the video. I'm going to be getting into my final thoughts and giving you guys a Fenty review overview. So overall, Fenty Beauty definitely gets 2 thumbs up from me, at least from what I have tried. I just think all of the products were really good. Some not as amazing as others, but I still think that they are good. I don't think any of them are crap or bad by any means, just maybe weren't what I'm looking for in a sense, if that makes any sense to you guys. First of all, the packaging gets a huge 10 out of 10 on all the products. I love the packaging, and I think the amount of product you get is awesome. As far as the price on the line goes, I don't think that it's awful either. I feel like I've seen worse prices in Urban Decay and Kat Von D. I don't really think that it's so far-fetched for being a Sephora brand. But touching on the primer, I think that it is good primer. I don't think that, personally for me, I don't think that it's anything revolutionary, just because I have so much texture in some spots. I do wish that it just smoothed everything out a little bit more, maybe filled in my pores, gave me more of a smooth airbrush finish. But I do think that it was a really awesome base for the foundation to sit on top of. I think that it felt really moisturizing and really light on the skin, with still being like a nice tacky base to grab onto the foundation at the same time. So overall, I was really impressed with the primer, and I do really like this. The foundation, definitely a huge thumbs up for me as well. It was so good. I don't think the price point is horrible. $34 for foundation is pretty normal. Again, in that Sephora high-end category. I don't even know how to explain it. It's so full coverage, but I literally feel like I have absolutely nothing on my face. It covered all of my problems super well, and I do think that it is nice and full coverage. I think that if you are looking for like an everyday foundation that's not too cakey but is still gonna give you coverage, then this is a really good option. The shade is okay. I do think that it is still a little bit light. It did get a little bit darker as time went on. I've been filming this video for about 2 hours now. But I still think that I could benefit from just a little bit of a deeper shade, especially because my arms, but then again, like I said, that could be the ring light. But definitely loving the foundation. I see myself using this on a daily basis. Like I said, I'm going to play around with the colors a little bit more, but definitely the Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation by Fenty Beauty is a hit for me. I feel like I can't really give you guys a good review on the foundation brush just because I don't have anything to compare it to with that particular foundation. I love my Morphe Flat Top Kabuki, and this is so different. I feel like this worked really well. I feel like it blended the foundation flawlessly. For being a brush like this and not a flat top, it's not streaky. There was no lines. It didn't shed at all. I really felt like it did blend out the foundation. I feel like it could be a little bit bigger just for my personal taste, but I definitely feel like I'm going to have to test out the foundation maybe side by side with this brush and another brush just to see if there's really like a revolutionary difference, if this brush is really worth the same price as the actual foundation. If you have a foundation brush that you really truly love, I wouldn't blame you for not being able to justify the $34. The Matchstick concealer, however, I have to say was probably my least favorite of all the products that I tried out. I love a nice like yellowy neutral brightening color for my highlighting. I would definitely grab for this on a no makeup day or a natural makeup day, and I would 100% grab for this if I'm doing some cream contouring and highlighting, and then I'm looking to get a contour shade as well, and I think like the duo together will be really awesome. But as far as an under eye concealer, for me personally, I'm gonna pass on this, but if you like something a little bit more sheer under your eyes, this would definitely work out for you. And lastly, another product that I thought was absolutely amazing is the Universal Invisimatte blotting powder. This was so good from the packaging, which I love. For being an actual white powder in the pan, I don't feel like it's like super white on the face. Sometimes white powders, like I mentioned, just give like such a bad white cast initially. I don't feel like that this powder is giving that to me. I do feel like it is super smooth, super velvety. And just the last thing before I leave you guys, I'm going to take a picture with flash on my phone just to see if anything flashes back. Alright, so I'm going to insert the picture that I just took right here to show you guys if there is any flashback or not. I feel like my face does look a little bit lighter than my chest. Well, you can't really see my chest than my arms in the picture, but nothing terrible. I don't think that it's gonna be like, oh my god, such a horrible white cast or such a flashback if you do wear this combination in photos. I don't think that it looks terrible at all. I think that just the foundation shade is a little bit off, like I said. Alright, you guys, well, that is a new record for me. I used up a whole SIM card and I'm about to use up a whole camera battery, but I really wanted to give you guys like my in-depth first impression on this new Fenty Beauty collection because I know a lot of you guys are super excited for it. I definitely know that I was. So if you enjoyed this video, definitely make sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave and hit that little notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Definitely let me know what other videos you guys would like to see now that I'm all settled in and I can film for you guys with my ring light pretty much anytime throughout the day. Let me know if the rest of the Fenty Beauty collection is something that you guys would really want to see, like the highlighters, trophy wife, or the lip gloss or something like that. I'm gonna try to make it happen for you guys if I can, but remember, I am definitely a college student on a budget. I really hope that you guys found this video helpful. I had so much fun filming it for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and of course, I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.